Hello, guys. How's everybody doing out there? I'm Vernon Kid here, back again. Welcome back to another live Q&A, open mic Q&A. This is the last for the month of November. As always, last week I had some things I had to take care of, so I had a friend step in. He told me he had a good time with all of you, and he said Malcolm was there to help out, so that was good to know. So thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot, to have my friend come through, and you guys were really respectful and things like that. So today, guys, we doing this a little early because of because of a pay-per-view, basically. Survivor Series is tonight, and it's going to be 4 hours and things like that. So, you know, my focus is going to be more on professional wrestling than what's going on now. So earlier today, I actually put up an announcement saying that I was going to do it early. So if you can't make it, please leave your questions in the video there, and I'll answer it on the live. Last night, NXT War Games was great. Hoping everything is well with Adam Cole. You know, Jesus Christ, he took that bump. Jesus Christ. But I enjoyed War Games. A lot of the things that happened, I expected. For example, Dakota Kai basically turned him heel. I called that right off the bat. I was like, yeah, it's going to happen. And I figured there's going to be a reason of why it happened. And I know the reason probably why. She beat the hell out of her best friend, Tegan Knox. Rhea Ripley won the match for the first women's War Game match. Rhea's going to be a star. You know, Dark Samus, as I like to call her, because she looks like Samus to me. She's got star power written, and it's not like she hasn't earned it. She crafted the way she is now. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where Rhea goes. Mia's definitely, and can't say nothing but love and respect to Mia Yim, because I've been watching Mia Yim since she even got signed to WWE. I've been following her career, and I've always known she was a tough cookie. But yeah, Dakota just done screwed up. I'm gonna try not to curse, guys. But yeah, she kind of screwed up, making more enemies than what she needed to. So, but tonight is Survivor Series, where it's Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. I still don't get the concept too much, because what are they really fighting for? Brand supremacy? Give me a break. You know, I love how Becky set it up. Becky Lynch said, basically, you know, the brands don't care about us. Like, you got a problem with me, then that's fine. But they don't care, and it's one thing. But I am looking forward to, after Survivor Series, is that the Stone Cold podcast with the Undertaker, where he's probably he's breaking kayfabe. He's not going to be in character. He's just going to be Mark Calloway, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's going to be great. But let's get to the questions. I'm going to start with the questions that were on the announcement vid first, and then I'll get to your questions here that are popping up. I'm seeing them right here. So yeah. But thank you, PAC members, for coming through. Your alpha always loves you for that. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, let's look at these questions. If I can get the damn thing up. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, here's the question. Okay, there's 8 here, so I'm gonna answer. Okay, make sure I got everyone. Okay, Marion McDaniels asks me, "What's your heroes from Marvel and DC would you love to see M.V.K interact with? I've answered this question before. Um, this is just another question I've answered before, and there's too many to even describe. So yeah, I've also heard your thoughts on this, and I'd like to hear. Do it if if I ever do a King Ghidorah movie, I like to make it a Lovecraft's cosmic horror anthology about the planets he's destroyed, and it takes place before he goes to Earth and his first encounter with God. Oh, just the comments. Okay. Next one from Marion asks me, which monster outside of Godzilla would you like to see get their own couple of movies, couple of uh their own movie couple for me will be King Caesar and Rodan. Uh, Not a lot, just mm, not really a lot. Just focus on Godzilla. I mean, yeah, those other kaiju's are great, but Godzilla is just that's who he's the king of kaiju's for a reason. I don't need to see anybody else. Do you think we'll see Godzilla versus Kong before the end of the year? Probably, maybe around um, Christmas, depending on if it's. I don't. I think they finished shooting, so I'm sure. Maybe not at the end of this year. Probably. Hey Chris, it's been a while. Hadn't been able to attend. We're here's my first question. What do you think of all? Uh, what do you think of all for one from my Oh, My Hero Academy. My Hero Academy. I'm a little behind on My Hero, so I'm still in season 3. Not fully caught up. So uh, I think I'm really behind. I'm kind of behind, so I can't really answer that question. Hope Survivor Series is good. That's from Warhawk Rambo. Yes, I hope so too. Dark Primus, what are your thoughts on YouTube's COPA, and how do you think it's going to affect the future of YouTube? Yeah, I was wondering if somebody's going to ask me this. Because I recently just I expressed myself a little bit, and hopefully, a good friend of mine, Mr. J, his channel got disabled, just like that. He said he got an email saying they disabled his channel, and I'm trying to figure out why would they disable it when Jeremy has never put up anything that prohibited or done anything that was stupid, or it involved any kind of child misbehavior or something like that. He's talking about comics. He's reviewing TV shows, anime, things like that. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Now with this COPA thing now, COPA, however you want to call it. Anytime a YouTube creator uploads something, they have to put it's demanded for them now to is this video for kids, or is it kid friendly and things like that. Most of the time I always put my stuff not really, because there are times I will curse or times, or I do talk about some things that are a little bit not for kids subject, but my reactions sometimes get a little crazy, where I react, and I'm reacting just legit. But the future of this could be a bad thing, and it could be a good thing. But overall it kind of looks bad, because what you're trying to say, in my opinion, creative wise, is we creators can't express themselves. It's like, for example, the way I look at it is like somebody, like one of my favorite YouTubers, Dashi. He plays games and does skits and stuff like that, but he does have a foul mouth. He can't help that. I've recently started to now edit my videos where when I curse, I bleep out my curses. Like I have a dolphin like that, make a noise. I started doing that on my all reaction channel. I started, so but I'm looking at guys like Clayton Thomas, guys I follow, Big Jaw, Troy in LA. cats like that. I'm like, their content is a little bit for people my age and up, and they do kind of push it. I mean, there are times they push it. I mean, and it's not just that. I mean, but it also, it's like, yo, you, you I thought YouTube was supposed to be a safe haven for creativity. Now you're putting into effect that, okay, you must say if your stuff is kid friendly. And I've always said my channel has always been a variety channel. It's always been friendly to children, and it's always been a sense of, like, kids can come through and look at my stuff. I've had a lot of parents who said they do watch my stuff, and their kids call me the comic guy, or people like that, and I'm just like, well, thank you. But it's half and half. You know what I'm saying? It's a give or take. It can be a good thing, and it can be a bad thing at times. It's a double-edged sword. That's basically it. And that is all the questions on the announcement. So as I said before, I was gonna delete this after. So said I was gonna delete it. Delete. Okay. All right. Let's get to the other questions. I'll get to the live questions now. All right. Oh God, come on. No, bastard. You bastard. Okay, there we go. Stupid. All right, let's see who is here. Now I'm looking at comments. Who's in the comment section below? Don't start that. Let's see. Who's in the comment section below? All right. There we go. Come on. There you go. All right. Okay. All right. So what pack members are here? We have Travis. We have Tony Montana. We have DeWell. Oh my God. Is that DeWell? Oh. Okay. Caroline, Terrell. And that's all the pack members here. Okay. So let's see what you guys got me. Champa Cole Air off the cage. Yeah, that Champa Cole off Air crash off the, Jesus Christ. That's not only was it good, but it was scary. After he fell, I kept saying to myself, somebody check on Cole, please. And you please check on Cole. Please check him. I'm looking for him to move. I'm like, yo, please move. Please move. That just takes a lot of trust. That, because I didn't know what he was doing. And Cole need to stop going up on these cages. He does this every time. And it's scary. And I'm just like, please, God, don't let him die. Like, just don't let him die. But yeah. So, and now he's got a match tonight with Pete Dunne for the title. So unless they're gonna do some kind of he can't compete and they postpone it, look for a new champion tonight. There's no way they can have Cole win that match, because Pete Dunne should run right through Adam Cole. Hi Chris, how are you? I'm fine, Tony. I was not surprised Dakota turned heel. No, I wasn't either. That's when she did. I was like, told you, I know it. Actually, doing a Q related suits me fine. Where I am from, it's too late. Where are you, Tony? Where exactly are you? That's a good question. That's why I try to. I can't pinpoint where all the pack members are from, because that's why I always try to say I'm on the East Coast of the United States. I'm in New York, So I try to figure out, okay, if I do a Q&A at 8, that means on the West Coast, 6 o'clock, no, 3 hour, excuse me. It's 5 o'clock Central Time, things like that, 1 hour difference. But I keep forgetting that I have PAC members in England. I got my Aussie PAC members. I got I got PAC members in South America. I've even got PAC members in my birth homeland, Germany. So yeah, and I thank everybody for that. Don't forget, I got merch, so you can buy some merch from me. Support your alpha. Just um, could you do a Wonder Man versus? I don't do that on this channel anymore. So if you're talking about a fantasy fight, um, wrong channel. Wrong channel indeed. Oh no, they said he's gotta go Godzilla. I remember that song. That was a good one. Do you hear they're making a Michael Jackson bio? I've heard that. Yes, the same director who did I think who did Rocket Man, or is it the one who did the Freddie Mercury? I think he directed it. When do you think we'll see a trailer for Wonder Woman 84 and Black Widow? Black Widow, I have no question we'll probably see it the holiday, either in December for sure. We probably will see both of them probably in December. Definitely next month. I'm guaranteeing. I'm banking on next month, Caroline. Talking about, have you ever heard of Sterling K. Brown? He's what hero do you think? I know Sterling Brown. He was in Black Panther. He's on the hit show on NBC. I know him. Yeah. My opinion, John Stewart. He wants to play John Stewart. There was him and the former Green Arrow, Josh who played Green Arrow in Smallville. They have both put their hands in being Green Lanterns. He wants to play Hal, and Kurt, and Sterling, Mr. Brown, wants to play John Stewart. Mr. Terrific. Look, right now, they've already said that the JSA is going to be in the Black Adam movie. And when I read that, I was so happy, because it's about time that you put the spotlight on the JSA, the Justice Society of America, who I love more than the Justice League. That's right. I'll put it out there right now. I'm a bigger fan of the JSA than the Justice League. Why? Because old school is cool, and they do a lot more than what the Justice League does. I'm just saying. Their characters a little bit more mentor, like they really do that mentorship stuff, and I like that. Preparing the next generation of heroes. I love that. But you got Mr. Terrific, third smartest man in DC universe, Michael Holt. You got Power Girl. You got the original Flash, who just celebrated his 80th birthday, Jay Garrett. Respect. The original Green Lantern, Wildcat. There's too many members of the JSA that I love, and I'm not surprised that JSA will be in Black Adam. That's great. That's good. Indeed. Travis says Charlie's Angels failing at the box office. Okay, I know what's Elizabeth Banks came out and ran her mouth off and said this is the reason why it failed. And with all due respect to Miss Banks, because I do like her work, no, it failed because it got poorly promoted. Movies are not gonna get seen if it's not promoted well. When did we see a TV spot on TV besides just an internet trailer on YouTube or something like that? You didn't see that. That's why it failed. Nobody, but she went off and talked about, oh no, guys don't want to see movies that are that have a female as the main lead and hero. Please, please don't insult me. Don't insult me with that, because there are plenty of movies in my movie collection I'm looking at right now that have the centered is a female. And I'm not just talking about superhero movies. I'm talking about just regular movies. So please stop that. Right there, please. Don't even go there. That movie just got poorly broadcast and advertised. And that's gonna hurt a movie, no matter what. There you go. Point blank, simple, short and sweet. Um, let's see. If Aqualad gets introduced in a future Aquaman movie, which version would you prefer, Garth or Calderon? Um, I'm sure it'd be Garth, because Calderon, they haven't even shown if he is the son of Black Manta. So no, it's not going to be, unless they do it. They would have to really kind of play that off. But I would rather be Garth. Keep it true to the original first, not with the second one. Okay, damn. Okay, bunch of questions came up. Sure. Okay. Do you think Icon has a the potential to be in a film in the future? Yes. Any character has a potential of being in something. It's just there has to be a reason of why there's a reason why the characters you see in the Marvel universe appear now, because it's, in a sense, it's where Feige wants to place them. Feige has a plan for them, and he puts them where they need to be. But the problem I have with DC right now is that they put these characters in there just for the sake of diversity, and that's not always a good thing. That's not always going to be a sense of people going to go watch this. But I would love to. I love Icon. I would love to see August Freeman the fourth, in and him and Rocket. You know, hell, if I was them, if I put Icon in Black Lightning, him and Rocket, I'd put in Black Lightning. You know, that's just me. AJ McDowell, I'm more into NXT than I am AEW. Or when I say that people online think I don't like AEW and just go crazy, do you have that problem with fans? Not really, because not really. I think best thing going for AEW right now is, as me and my brother would say, their tag team division. Their tag team division is on point. Is That is the best thing right now for them. I have my favorites already in AEW. I love Hangman. I love his theme. His theme is great. I love it. I love Darby Allin. He's different. I like him. That kind of grunge-esque, death-like mentality he has. Have no fear. I like that. Um, I'm SCU. Scorpios. Sky. I like him. They are, but the one thing they're doing is definitely building up their talent very well, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it. But for anybody out there, but that's on both sides. There are people that goes, oh, this and that, this is ADW is better, and blah 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 blah. It's what you choose. If you like both, that's fine. But if you don't like both, you like one over the other. What I get tired of is people liking one over the other, and they give the most stupid reasons of why. Okay, let's put it like that. So, but if you like both, AJ, it's fine. I like them. I like them both. I'm liking that there's a new. I try to. I mean, wrestling is just all over now. It's crazy. I mean, even there'll be times I'll even sneak into what's going on in Impact, like what's going on, because there are people on Impact that I love. Like Jordan Grace. I love her. I'm like, I'll watch her for sure. Like, I'll watch anything Jordan Grace. Right now, they are really pushing the whole concept with uh, Tessa Blanchard, going after the championship title. That's the big thing that's going on now. But other than that, there's still people over there on Impact that I just really can't get into. For me, a guy that I can't get into Moose. I look at Moose and I can't get into him. I really can't. But Jordan Grace, she is one of them. I'm like, more Jordan Grace. When she's on, I'll pop that on. Soo Yun, I'll watch anything Soo Yun because I like her creativity. The Undead Bride and things like that. That theme is badass too. I love her theme. I'll listen to her theme all the time. And it's just got that eerie vibe to it. But yeah. Uh, uh, I like I like the new IC design. Oh, you talking about the belt? Yeah. I posted on Twitter and I posted on my Facebook about WWE changing the IC title, redesigning it, and I don't mind, but I didn't think that the IC title needed a new design. But then after a while looking at it, I'm like, I wonder why they changed it. Let's go back. Who was the last person that brought back the classic white strap design? Cody Rhodes. Where's Cody now? And don't say that, oh, that's petty, because this is WWE we're talking about. They do some of the most pettiest things ever. So yeah, just think about that. But it's nice. It has that a little bit of an old school feel. It looks like a combination of the slim IC title back from the Attitude to the Ruthless Aggression era. I like that. It's really pretty. I saw when Shinsuke had it, but I'm hoping that means something if Shinsuke has it. Um, More importantly, it's better looking than the Universal title and that, because those are two titles that need to get changed. The Universal title, what they did with the Universal title is just lazy. That is just lazy designing. Oh, we're just gonna make the a strap blue because it's on SmackDown. Stupid. I'm from Geneva. Oh my God, I got a person from Geneva, Switzerland. And I am Swiss gentleman with Ethiopian origin. So yeah, the jet lag is rather low. Oh my God. So you have Ethiopia. So you are African as well. I like that. It's funny because a lot of people said, like, I remember when I used to say, I hear people always say, there's no blacks in Ireland, but I'm like, yeah, they are. Like, so yeah, I was just thinking about that. Why do you think I am advising you to eat Ethiopian food? Never had Ethiopian food. I've seen it, never eaten it before. What actor do you want to play Michael Jackson in the buyout movie? I don't know, Terrell. That's the hardest thing. Like, you gotta find an actor that is gonna play the part, look the part. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. Tigerzilla Gamer. Whoa. Okay. So what's up? Sorry, I haven't been around for. That's fine. That's fine. Which did you prefer, the original Halloween or the original Nightmare on Elm Street? Uh, I like them both, but I'm definitely gonna go with the original Halloween. Still creeps me out. The only slasher that in horror that really creeps me out is Michael Myers. Probably because based off of just the realism of that character. Uh, Tony Montana, what do you think of Andy Serkis being casted as Alfred? I'm cool with it. They just recently casted John Turturro as Carmine Falcone. I'm fine. I love John T. I love him. He's a good actor. He's great. So I'm looking. That's fine. Um, the ones I'm really interested is Colin Farrell as the Penguin. That's going to be interesting, and Matthew McConaughey as Harvey Dent, Two Face. Like, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. I got nothing against any circuit playing Alfred. That's fine. Um, Next up, do you wait? I just uh, don't you think that Colin Farrell is too handsome to play Penguin? um, I don't really look at guys like that, so I can't really. But um, but I'm not afraid to admit if guys, that's a good looking guy. Like for example, Mike Coulter. I'm quick to say Mike Coulter. That's a good looking brother right there. Like I get that. I guess that's not. It's just he's pretty handsome. I ain't gonna lie. You know, Colin can. They'll probably put prosthetics on him. I'm hoping they'll go with the prosthetics or something like that. But there've been other people who played Penguin in the past. Like for example, I'm forgetting the original actor who played Penguin in the '60s. He didn't look so hideous, did he? Nope. Who played Mickey? I'm forgetting the actor's name. God, he was Penguin in Adam West. He didn't look so different. He didn't look. It was only until they did Danny DeVito, where they kind of given him kind of like the more look of like, okay, he's got birth defects, with the flipper fingers, and which I've seen in real life. I had a friend from third grade. His name was Joshua, and he had like he only had like two fingers here, and one here, and a thumb here, and these two fingers here were like stuck together, looked like a big knuckle. And I never made fun of him. We were good friends. He lives now in Chicago now. So yeah, but it's going to be interesting because of that. It's always going to come down to now looking at, because to me, Danny DeVito did a great job as Penguin. That's where you're going to now have to compare Colin's performance to. It's like, okay, now you got to compare him, because not only is Danny DeVito short, Danny DeVito's like 5 feet tall. I'm maybe 3 inches taller than Danny DeVito, but they say when you get older you shrink a little bit, but he played that part really well, and I loved his performance in Batman Returns. I loved it. I loved it. I was just like, yeah, that's good. He did kind of make kind of like the noises, but he didn't go like that. No, but it was still good. I enjoyed his version of Penguin. So yeah, indeed. I don't really look at that. Like they'll probably put makeup and things like that if they want to go that. Caroline says, I can't believe I haven't asked you this question before. Who's your favorite Disney princess or heroine? Pocahontas. And that's more of because of the realism of her, who she really was. Mulan is definitely up there too. Those are definitely two right there, like the top two. Maybe I'll do a video at my top 5 Disney princesses. I don't put. I'm not putting. Here's the thing. I know people say, "Well, you need to put like Marvel characters." No, I'm not, because it's like, no. Even now, you could add Princess Leia in there because she's a they under Disney. No, I'm not. Technically, yes, but no. And AJ Daniels, in your opinion, has any of the women currently in WWE surpassed the likes of Trish Stratus or Lita in terms of all-time great wrestlers? Yes. They paved the way. Trish, Lita, Beth, Jacqueline, Molly, all them girls, Victoria, like, who doesn't get enough credit that she deserves. Yeah, there's so many now that have really paved the way. You look at somebody like, let me see somebody that is homegrown. Look at Bianca Belair. She's homegrown. Look at what was my girl's name? Xia Li. Homegrown. Only them two are gonna get nothing but better. Nothing but better. A lot of the girls in NXT, they have experience already. Mia has been in the game for a while. She's got the experience, but she's still good. And she had to change her style a lot. But if you look at Mia Yim now, compared to when she was just calling herself the Blasian Barbie, when she had blonde hair and things like that, she used a lot of her taekwondo a lot more. And the moment I saw her using, I'm like, that's taekwondo. Because a practitioner of taekwondo can recognize another practitioner of taekwondo real quick. And to see her do that, I'm like, oh great. But then when she broke her foot, she had to change her style. So now it's a little bit more gruffer. It's more, she kind of plays up more of that street, mentality, But I love Mia, and yes, when she says she's the Blasian baddie, she's not joking about this. She is Blasian. She's Korean and black, and last week she took a shot to the nose, still continued the match. Then she fell, oh God, and got up and walked, and it was like, and I said to myself, everybody was like, that's one tough cookie. But I'm like, I knew that from the get-go. I knew she was tough. The worst thing that I ever heard that happened to Mia is that she was a product of domestic abuse from her former boyfriend or so. And that that pissed me off so badly. I'm like, stuff like that. I'm just not, no, I don't, like, I'm like, who wants to hit that? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean in a bad way, not in a good way. I'm like, why would you want to hit that? Like, why would you want to abuse that? Like, if you hit and abuse women for the sake of being manly, fuck you. Okay, go fuck yourself. Let's go. Uh, Zilla Gamer. If Joker and Pennywise fought, who do you think would win? Pennywise. Black Adam versus Apocalypse. Depending on if Apocalypse has his celestial armor on, that's another thing because that boosts his power. Marvel should keep the same main characters of their Netflix series and put them in movies, but they possibly going to recast them. Sucks, doesn't it? Not really, because Feige has already stated, it's already been stated that a lot of those characters Feige wants back, and it's up to those actors. Right now, I can't see anybody else playing Daredevil but Charlie Cox because he was so good at it. Marvel is set on keeping John Bernthal as the Punisher. Kevin Feige has even said it for the next Avengers. He wants Mike Coulter back as Luke Cage. The only one that they haven't talked about, and the only one that I think they should recast is Finn Jones as Iron Fist. That's it. Everybody else can stay. Finn Jones just wasn't there for me as Iron Fist. I love Iron Fist. He's one of my top 10 favorite Marvel characters. And I just could not get into Finn Jones as Danny Rand. When I see Danny Rand, anybody embodies him. Look at a man called Christian Howard. There's your Iron Fist. Let's see. Next, Caroline. What historical figure would you like to have a conversation with? Historical or just historical? There's a lot. But I'm definitely gonna throw Bruce Lee up in there. He's one of my mentors, and and he's gone, but just his reading everything, his philosophy of life in general that's just me. Who else historically? I would want to speak to Harriet Tubman, definitely for sure. I would just want her to know like how much what she's done meant to people who look like me. A lot of Native American leaders like Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse and Geronimo, people like that. Those are historical figures, in my opinion. Ben Franklin, a little bit. I definitely throw Ben Franklin up in there. There's so many I would want to have a conversation with. Yeah, there's a bunch. I'll turn it. Yeah, okay, let me get it out. How did you find the movie Harriet? I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it. My dad saw it. He loved it. I know there's a lot of people that recently, even on my Harriet reaction vid, there are people saying like the actress who has said some bad things about Black America and things like that, and I'm like, I'm not. Stop. Like, stop. Like, let's see. And who in your personal favorite movie director, who do you think is obviously the best movie director? That's a tough one because that's really tough. That is really tough. I'll definitely throw Spielberg up in there. I love Spielberg's vision, how he approaches things. Um, Robert Zemeckis definitely is up there too. Um, this is a bunch. Jordan Peele does a good job too. Like he's been in the game, but as a director, he's really finding a craft really well. And I'm liking that as well. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's too many. Uh, what is the oldest movie have you? Damn it. Okay, I'm tongue tied here. Okay, what is the oldest movie you have watched? The oldest movie I've watched. Um, I think I, no, it's not The Wizard of Oz. I think I watched some older than The Wizard of Oz. Excuse me. I think it was. I think it was. Let me make sure. I know it's not. It's not The Wizard of Oz. Um, I know it's not The Wizard of Oz. Let me make sure. When did it come out? Uh, okay. All right. I'm just trying to see because I'll tell you right now what was my. Okay. Yes. Earliest movie. The earliest movie I ever seen was Earl Flynn's Robin Hood. That came out in 1938. Wizard of Oz came out in 1939. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was. I'm a big Robin Hood fan, so yeah. You name a Robin Hood movie, I've probably seen it. Uh, let's see. Next up, Nathan. Because of the uh, because of the documentary accusing Michael Jackson, people are jumping way to conclusion too quickly to conclusion without doing their research. So I think we should wait and see the situation clear out first. You agree? I've always said that. So, what are your thoughts on Cesar Romero's Joker? Legend, legend. You can't go wrong. And the fact is, if you watch interviews with him in the Joker, he loved playing that character. He did. He loved it, and you could definitely say he was the first Latino Joker. So definitely, um, and I give nothing but respect to Cesar Romero. I never discredit him as Joker. He was great. If you wouldn't even known he had a mustache until you got really close and you could see it underneath the white face. It's so much funny. It's funny. I love it. But yeah, I give nothing but respect to Mr. Romero for that. Still not planning on seeing the Joker soon. I like I said before, congratulations. It did this, it did that much money, and maybe that's the direction to go for DC at times. If it comes on, I'll watch it, but I'm in no hurry to watch it. It's That's what it is. I know they're planning on a sequel. It is what it is. Endgame or Infinity War? Both, but I would definitely go Endgame just for that moment with Cap just finally saying the words that we've been wanting him to say. That was it. It was just that I nearly pissed my pants. I nearly pissed my pants when that happened. Uh, Are you planning on getting Disney Plus? Am I planning on getting Disney Plus? That's from who put that? Tony Montana. What's that? It's DuckTales. That's Disney Plus right there. So yeah, I've been watching. I got Disney Plus for free. I got it for a year for free because I'm a. If you're under Verizon, Verizon, and you're a wireless, unlimited wireless member, or you have 5G internet service, things like that, they give it to you for free. So they gave it to me. That's how I got. That's how I got Disney Plus for free for a year, and that's how I got Netflix for a year. Thanks Verizon. Um, do you think Triple H will turn on NXT tonight as Survivor Series for a storyline? No. Terrell Dickinson, the actor I want for a buyout for my life is Will Smith. It would be in a different time period. Will Smith. Okay, that's nice. Apparently, a sequel to the 2018 is being made. What? No, actually, two sequels are being made. They're filming them back to back. When it comes out, are you going to see it? Yes, because it's basically like I enjoyed the 2000. I enjoyed the last one. I enjoyed that. It was a direct sequel. The others never happened, so I like that. Sometimes that's how you got to go. Sometimes that they didn't happen, and I like that. It was great, but I felt like how the fudge did Michael survive that? Like how? Because at the end of that movie, the credit, you can hear him breathing, and I'm like, how the hell he survived? Like, it's like, man, it's gonna come down to chopping this dude's head off, and then he may put it back on. But it's so surprising because he's supposed to be in his 60s, and in that movie, he is doing some over the just like I said before. Michael has this superhuman like strength. Like, I mean, he took a tire iron to the face, and he is just like, oh god. Do you hate Spider-Man 3 like a lot of people do? I hate it. I don't hate it. I hate it for reasons because it it played up the whole mentality of what I've always talked about with creativity and studios getting involved in it. Too many chefs in the kitchen. If the director has his approach, what he has planned, let it play out. Don't get involved. Oh, well, Venom's a popular character. We need to throw Venom in there. That messes up the whole story. When you have too many villains, it messes up the whole story, especially if you're what you were going for. And that did nothing for because in that movie he was fighting Green Goblin, Harry Osborn, he's fighting Sandman, and then Venom at the end. It was just like, yeah. So I do not like it. Out of the Raimi runs, the Raimi run of Spider-Man 2 is my favorite. Let's see. Be formless, be shapeless like water. That is my favorite quote from Bruce Lee. That is why I too feel like I am water. I am water. Like I'm shapeless, I'm formless. Water can flow. I can be very graceful, but when you piss me off or you disrespect people I care about, then I will crash on you very hard. Yeah, that's my favorite quote. Between Joe Louis and Ali, who would win? Ooh, the Brown Bomber versus the Greatest. Uh, Joe had a good hook. Joe Louis had a good right hook. You ever seen him fight? You ever seen matches with Joe Louis? He had a nice right hook. Like he cocked that hook and you go down. But I still think I'm going to go Ali. Another one of my mentors. I definitely got to go Ali. The footwork was a lot more better. For a guy his size, the way he could move, I think he would take Joe. I like to have a competition with Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc be cool. Queen Elizabeth I, Rosa Parks, Eleanor Roosevelt, and Jackie Kennedy. I don't know if I could be in a room with Jackie Kennedy because I'd probably just cry in her arms. Like because the stuff she had to go through, and after like the tragedy that should have never happened. It's like not only did she lose her husband, she lost her brother-in-law after. I'm like, God damn, like it's like it was in some people's eyes, they would say this family was cursed. Like, because of what? Because this person wanted to bring people together and things like that. It's like, God damn, like what the hell? Definitely Dr. King would be up in there too. Gotta throw Dr. I would have loved to have a conversation with Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela has one of my favorite quotes as well about a person having a good heart. Um, Having a good head and a good heart is one of the greatest combinations. Nelson Mandela. Love that. Disney Plus for free. You're so lucky if you only got that in Europe. Yes, it's because I'm a Verizon customer. That's why. Um, Zilla, who is your favorite Joker? We talking live action or just overall? Because if it's live action, I'm gonna go definitely Jack Nicholson because he he had the mentality of Romero and the Joker from the comics at that time. Kind of deadly, and his humor was he would find humor in pain. That's Joker. Like there were things he would do, just like you're not supposed to laugh, but it's just like that would be Joker. But if we're talking overall Joker, then it's Mark Hamill, no question about it. Tyson or Ali? I love Tyson, but I'm still going Ali. Speaking of Bruce Lee, a lot of people, um, a lot of people don't like his portrayal in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, Shannon hated it. Shannon, his daughter, hated it, and I saw the scene, and I got nothing against Mike Moe, who played the character, played the role because he's a big fan of Bruce Lee as well. Not she had nothing against him, but the portrayal of Bruce Lee in said movie was questionable. In that movie, they really made Bruce Lee off to be a very cocky dick. That's not how he was. That's not what he was. He was not cocky and I'm trying to get that word. He just wasn't a dick. Like, you listen to the people that knew him best. They could tell you what Bruce Lee was. Talk to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He'll tell you. You can't talk to. Um, yeah, there's a couple of people you can't talk to because they passed away. But yeah, talk to Kareem. He'll tell you what he was like. It's like, nah. Like, I know, and then people say, well, that's just Quentin Tarantino's version. You're still basing it off a real person. I don't like it. Don't do that. What is your favorite WrestleMania? Favorite WrestleMania? Ooh, probably 18. That was overall great WrestleMania from start to finish. Uh, what's up, Chris? Who wins between Cell versus Gill in a battle on the perfect beat? I don't give a damn. Sorry, I hate. Why you put Cell? I hate Cell and I hate Gill, so I don't care. Uh, how about being in a room with uh Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and Maya Angelou? That'd be great. Uh, there are people talking about favorite Jokers right now. Uh, Favorite WrestleMania 20 or 21. Those are good too. Those made two good big stars. So yeah, definitely. Uh, let's see. And there's all the questions right now. Oh wait, man, what the hell? Why is it? Okay. Um, no, everything's caught up right now. Okay. Okay, next question. Let's see anymore. I'm just waiting for you guys. What is your favorite entry in the Fast and the Furious movie? Mine is Fast. I really don't have a favorite Fast and the Furious. I don't really have one. I like them for what they are. You know, I really don't have a favorite. Favorite Spectre moment from DC, probably when he helped Michael Holt become Mr. Terrific. There you go. Because that him helping Michael Holt from committing suicide and Michael Holt becoming Mr. Terrific. One of my favorite DC characters, Mr. Terrific. Third smartest man, dude. Have you been? What? Have you seen binge? Have you been binging X-Men on Disney? I have binged. Didn't need to, the only thing I've been really binging because all the Marvel shows I've seen and I've seen so many times, but there's just something about Gargoyles. Well, I will binge watch that no matter what. Um, I was supposed to get Wednesday, Friday. I was gonna do my laundry, and I was just sitting there watching Gargoyles, and I'm just like, and it got so late, and I did my laundry late. I was like, God, I wanted to do it. And I was like, so I posted a picture on my Facebook doing laundry late. I wasn't, and there's nobody asked me why I was doing it so late, but I was doing it late because of the fact because I was just binging, Gargoyles. I love that show. So, and but I did watch a little bit of Marvel shows. I'm watching the Fantastic Four. I was watching season two, the first episode of season two when they lost their powers, and Daredevil guest starred on the show, and Daredevil helped them out fight Doctor Doom because he found out that they were. And every time I'm watching Doctor Doom on that show and the Fantastic Four, I'm just like, and I just kept. I even got down on my knees and I was just like, "Welcome home." I was just like, "I cannot wait to see you guys come back live action and done with more respect than any past Fantastic Four movie." Because trust me when I tell you, y'all, Feige, he's gonna take this seriously. He is not. I keep saying it. Trust this man. So far, this man has not let us down. He has kept his word on everything he said. So trust me when I tell you, the people he get and the creators and everybody, I still have this strong feeling that he has already casted his Sue and Reed. He's just now worrying about Ben and Johnny. And I'm sure when they bring, I said it before and I'll say it a goddamn again. When they bring in my all-time favorite Marvel, no, not Marvel, but my favorite all-time villain, Dr. Victor Von Doom. Please give this man his own theme. He deserves a theme like a Darth Vader or somebody like that. So because it should be like when Doom steps into the frame, all eyes on him. That's Dr. Doom. Perfect. I'm just saying. Let's see. If you had to pick the best Michael Bay movie, what would it be? Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess Bad Boys. There you go. I know you said Blade doesn't need to be rated R to be good, but in a PG movie, you can't get too bloody. Showing weapons, killing, and dark themes, you sure it's going to be fine. Once again, what did we see Thor do with Thanos? Cut that head right off. That was graphic. Winter Soldier. How graphic was that? You saw Nick Fury get popped like 5 times. Pop, pop, pop. They didn't cut away from that. You can do it. It's just rated R is you're looking at it from a point of like it has to be rated R because they got to show blood. They got to show that you got to stop looking at it. You're looking at the bowl half empty. Stop looking at it like that. Once again, trust Feige. Are you watching Titan season 2? I was watching it last, I think Saturday night, up until right when Dick was about to get his Nightwing costume, and I saw that costume, and I'm just like, that is so, excuse my language, fucking beautiful. I was like, that is on point, beautiful. And saw the trailer for the finale and him with the U for sticks, and I'm like, oh, that looks so great. So yeah, but season 2 is much better. Yes. In your opinion, what is the most creepy, haunting scene in DC history? Haunting scene? I say what creeped me out was when the refrigerator scene, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner, girlfriend in the. Never mind. Favorite episode of Gargoyles? Too many. See. You look forward to the Christmas season, even though technically we already kind of are in the. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so yeah, I'm always looking forward to it. Just turned on the Survivor Series kickoff for the second. Wow, JBL looks good. Okay. For Patterson to be a great Batman, they need to show his detective skills, and that is exactly what this movie is going to showcase more. His detective skills. This is more of a he's already stated that this is more of a detective movie with Batman in it. And that's something that no Batman movie in the past has done. Showcased why this guy is called the world's greatest detective. None. They show bits and pieces, but nothing really solid. Nothing solid. But this is definitely going to showcase that, hopefully. You know. Are you going to go see King Kong first? Yes, I am going to go see it. And I better see exactly who wins this. The Big G. Get that win back from that garbage victory that King won before. They said there's going to be a winner. And it better be Godzilla. I'm not even joking. What X-Men would you like to see get a standalone movie? Outside of Wolverine, the only other person I can think of is Gambit. That's it. Gambit has a huge history as well. Yeah, Gambit. That's it. That is about it. Gambit. Because you can go into detail of the Guild of Thieves, the Guild of Assassins, you know, the whole this story of it's kind of like the Guild of Thieves and Guild of Assassins. It's kind of like a Hatfield and McCoy. Then the marriage between Belladonna and Remy kind of stopped it for a while, and yeah, things like that. Honestly, I think I would most likely have a conversation with Joan of Arc. Oh, okay. You said that before. Okay, Zilla, which is more iconic? I Am Your Father, or you're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need a bigger boat. I think it's more of I Am Your Father, because that was like shit, like whoa, like he's Luke's father. What? You know, that was like, yeah. Would you go to a live AEW event? Yes, of course. I'll go to any event, wrestling event live. I don't care. No. Let me rephrase that, because I would not go to anything CCW or like. No, get out of it. So Magneto, I can see getting a standalone movie. Not really. I'm not really interested in seeing a Magneto story be too much, because I mean, to me, it's like, what are you going to tell? Just like why he turned? That's not. I don't need that. I don't need it. They were gonna do it, but they stopped. They got canceled. Batwoman rating. Honestly, believe it or not, I have not watched Batwoman yet. I haven't watched. I've just have them being recorded. So yeah, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm hearing a lot of people not liking it, but I'm. This is how I always do. I always give a show at least 5 episodes. If I don't like it after 5 episodes, drop it. No matter if it is a comic show. There's a possibility that Titans show could be connected to the film universe because the official name of the DC is the world of DC. What do you think it'll work? Okay. I don't know because the only thing I don't like about Titans is the actor who plays Batman. I'm like, yeah, he's no. It's hard for me to believe that guy running around flipping and doing all this. No, it's not working. Sorry, no. Okay, people still talking about conversations of people. Uh, Also, they need to show Batman's compassion for people and like the DC. Oh yeah, hi there. Hey Manos. Um, which franchise do you prefer, Jurassic Park or Indiana Jones? Oh God, come on, man. I like them both. But I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go with the one that I grew up with first, and that's Indiana Jones. I saw the first Indiana Jones. The first Indiana Jones I saw was not Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom came out '84. I was 2 years old when Temple of Doom came out. But man, '84 was a big year for movies too. But the first movie that I saw is a movie that really is really close to me in terms of Indiana Jones is my favorite of the Jones movies, Last Crusade. Reason being, for anybody who doesn't know, the Last Crusade was the one of two movies that I saw with my late mother. So has a special place for me even more. As much as I love it, it has a special place for me. That was the last of the two movies. The last movie I saw with my mother was the original Lion King. So yeah. So you can understand why it's very special to me. But I loved, and then I went back. But even before even before that was the first Jones I saw, Indiana Jones I saw in the movie. But I saw Temple of Doom before that because what was it? Last Crusade came out in 1989. I was 7 when that came out. I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom when I was like 5 or 6 because my mom would always sit down and watch movies with me, especially, I could tell you so many stories about the movies I used to watch with my mom. The Aliens movie. Oh Jesus Christ! And that's why I'm scared of the aliens now. I'm not okay. I'm not scared of the xenomorphs. I'm scared of the face hugger. So anybody putting up pictures and saying, "Yo, Chris, check this out," I'm like, "You son of a!" Like y'all know I'm scared of those things. I'm legit scared of them. Like if somebody said to me, "I'm gonna bring one," no, I know. I will punch you in your mouth for that. Don't that creep me out. I can't stand the face huggers. That's the only thing I can. So the first time we watched it and they came out, I buried my hand in my mother's chest. I was like, no. And the older I got, and I tried to watch it again, and them scenes come on, instead I'm like this, I'm like, I can't, and I can't watch it. I've gotten over my fear of the fly. Cause I used to be scared of the fly. Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis. I used to be scared of that ever since I was a kid. I used to be scared of that movie. But I got over that fear. But the face, I cannot get over the face huggers. But I'm off topic. Sorry. But yes, Indiana Jones. I love Jurassic Park. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But Indiana Jones definitely. Let's see. Storm can get a movie. Any character can get a movie, but in terms of why. That's the point. Storm is a great character, but even when they have tried to give her own solo series, they never lasted more than 12 issues. She is a very interesting character, but and I love Storm, don't get me wrong, but she just there's something about Wolverine that people gravitate toward, and it is his goddamn story. Sorry. And it is his story. His story is what keeps people like, damn, like this guy's been through so much. Storm has been through a lot, but compared to Wolverine, Demon Slayer, no. And you'll know when I watch it because I'll probably do a video on it. There you go. Last movie I watched with my late mother was Captain America: The First Avenger. Wow, 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 man! Damn, that. Oh man, that was a good movie. I see. Respect just for like that. Like different pairs of history. Wait, what's going on? Like different pairs of history and Greek mythology. What's going on? Greek mythology. Oh yeah. Okay, that's he's still talking about that. Okay. Sinquan, hey Chris. I just started reading Bitter Roots. Great comic. Did you read it? That's Walker, right? I haven't read it. If that's who I think that is, I gotta read it. What was you scared of Kali Ma as a kid? Not really. I wasn't scared of Kali. I was. I just found it weird. Like I'm just like, even as a kid, I was 6 watching uh Temple of Doom, and even when he started Kalimas, Shaktari Kalimal, and then he dug in this guy's chest, and which right there was probably the most graphic Indiana Jones. Temple of Doom went way off from where Raiders were, and even as a kid, I'm asking my parents, "Mommy, Daddy, how is he still alive?" I knew right away. Your heart come out, you're dead. These people were still alive when this dude rips their hearts out and holds it in their hand. He drops them in this he's dropping them in this lava pit, and then their heart starts burning. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, and they always played that music. And he's ripping their heart. It's funny. But yeah, that really went into you know, uh Thuggy which were real people. That cult was real. You know, that's not a fake. You know, and more Hinduism and things like that, which was fine, which I liked. What do you think about the 2016 creepy clown situation? I don't like it. I've said it before, and I've told my brother this anytime. Like, sometimes these people need to think it's joke, because sometimes we have a fight or flight situation. We either somebody corners us, like I don't like to be cornered. Don't corner me, because then I will lash out. But I've said it before. It's never got that creepy clown stuff. Never got up here in New York. It never got this far north. It never happened. But I've always said, if I saw one of them and they coming at me, and I see something bigger on the ground, I'm like, okay, you want to come on, like, you ready to get knocked out? Because I'm ready. I'll swing on you. I won't hurt you, but I won't kill you, but I'll maim you, something like, to let you know I'm not afraid of you. You know, and especially they be doing it, and I watch those videos where they'll do it with people in cars. Nope. Chill with that. Um, let's see. But yeah. Uh, okay. Mm, mm. And Do, 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 do. Let's see. So it would seem, pack members, we have two trolls in here. And so don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Uh, um, let's see. Tony says The Rock has been known to play big muscle badasses, but do you think he will be able to portray Black Adam correctly? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is the role many comic geeks like myself have been saying. This is the perfect role for him. We've been saying this since God knows how many years. So yeah, the music from Omen is scary. Was scary. Yeah, that was scary. Um, uh, the I have not even read The Boys. That is something that I'm definitely want to read. The Boys. I definitely want to read that. I would be interested in writing a Storm series, and you know what? I would read it. I'm listening to you as I write a real man show. Thanks, I appreciate that, Manos. Um, let's see, boy, where did all the trolls come from? Don't 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 pay them no mind. Don't pay them no mind. Uh, don't pay them no mind. Because that's all you got to do is just block them. There you go. Sorry, that's Clayton Thomas. You're getting blocked. So yeah, there you go. Easy peasy. There you go. I get rid of them. There you go. Have you played all side scroll beat 'em up games? I would love to. I would play all side. What is your favorite side scroll beat 'em up game? Well, Ken, definitely Streets of Rage. Love Streets of Rage. We'll play. I can't wait till the fourth one comes out. Um, uh, um. Oh my god! I'm forgetting the name of it. Uh, any Ninja Turtles. Those all them side scroll beat 'em up. There's so many. Just there's so many. I know in the USA you have sweet potato pie, but I've never eaten any before. Is it really good? Oh yes, Tony, it is. It is. It is lovely, especially if somebody knows how to make it right, because you can overdo it. But if you mix the right amount of cinnamon and sugar and nutmeg and and sweet, you get the right kind of sweet potatoes. My grandmother, my late grandmother, could kill it. Her daughter, my aunt, is can do it too. And but sweet potato pie, it is the cousin, and I think it's older than the pumpkin pie. I believe it's older, but they say it's considered the cousin to the pumpkin pie. I'm not a big pumpkin pie eater. I like sweet potato pie, So yeah, and sweet potato pie is definitely more of a black thing. It's more you find that more in the black community. Not saying you don't find it in anything else, but definitely sweet potato pie is it's just molto bene. That's Italian, but yeah, it's great. It's good stuff. Uh, how do you think they should do She-Hulk? Big actress in makeup or CGI? My choice, Manos, is simple, Justin. I've said it before. Two actors. Post pre gamma radiation blood transfusion. Post. So you have maybe a bodybuilder or so who is Jennifer now, but still have the voice of the previous actor coming out of her. Kind of like how they did with almost like what they did with Silver Surfer when Lawrence Fishburne's voice was coming out of the actor who played Silver Surfer in Rise of the Silver Surfer. There've been a lot of cases like that. That's how I would go. I want practical. I don't want CGI. But being that these shows are going to be on that same kind of level as the movies, who knows? But that's just me. That's personally just me. Um, let's see. Thoughts about Andre the Giant? Respect. I remember Andre when I was a kid. Um, what bad movie would be remade into something awesome? A bad movie. Ah, shoot. Um, I can't. A bad movie. Uh, I, yeah, boy, I can't think of any right now. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad movies, um, but I can't think of like right now. I was like right now, I'm on this big rush of watching a lot of movies that surround Bigfoot, and so far the the best Bigfoot like horror movie that I've seen is It Exists. That's what it's called. It's called It Exists. Came out in 2014. It's kind of like a found footage, but these kids they go out into the woods out, um, and when they're driving out to this cabin, they hit something. Turns out to be a baby Sasquatch. So this Sasquatch now is stalking them out of revenge for, and it's very creepy because it's like it's you can imagine something like that chasing you, and it is chasing them all over. And the actor who is in the Bigfoot costume is the same actor who was Swamp Thing. He's in it, and the look is creepy. Like he's shaggy, he's hairy, and he's so quick too. Like there's a scene where you're seeing him. This kid is on his bike, and he's run down this, and you can see from the corner, and Bigfoot is chasing him, and he catches right, and bam, he clothesline. I'm like, oh. Like it was actually a good movie. It's probably the best Bigfoot movie in terms of like horror. Then I was watching this movie called Big Legend. It's another Bigfoot movie, and that one was all right, but it had, but Exist still is probably the best Bigfoot horror movie there is. I enjoy that. I can't think of. I know a lot of people they said Beastmaster was a bad movie, but I love Beastmaster. I love the Beastmaster. I would love to see the Beastmaster maybe get remade, give it more of a grittier feel, because I enjoyed the Beastmaster. Mark Singer and all them. How old is Mark Singer now? I think he's up there now. He's got to be up there. But I love characters that have the ability to talk to animals and things like that. I love the concept, and I love the TV show that they had that was based more off the books. So yeah, but yeah, those are definitely one. Um, is Kane one of your favorite wrestlers? I love the mayor. Yes, Kane is a mayor. Glenn Jacobs is now the mayor of in Knoxville, Tennessee. I think Knoxville County, Tennessee. Excuse me. Did you think It Chapter 2 is better? I have not seen Chapter 2 yet. I have not seen it. I still need to see it. Did you Universal controlling did Universal controlling Incredible Hulk have something to do with it not being good? I enjoyed the Incredible Hulk. I enjoyed that more than I liked more than the Hulk movie, the Ang Lee version. The Incredible Hulk was much better. It was great. It's still part of the MCU, and I enjoyed it very much. Um, I thought I thought uh who what is his name? I thought oh geez, I'm blanking out on the actor's name who first played Banner. Shoot, I can't. Oh my God, I'm blanking out his name. Um, Ed Norton. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm blanking on his name. Ed Norton. Thank you. Ed Norton. I thought Liv Tyler was a pretty good Betty. I want more Betty Ross. That's for sure. You know, it's like once Ruffalo took over, it was like Betty who? Like that was always the confusion thing. Like when they were doing that whole Ross and Widow matchmaking, I'm like, Bruce, what about Betty? Like, what about your love, Betty? That's all. That was my biggest problem. Like, what about Betty? Um, I think, and William Hurt, who plays General Ross, he was good. I think Sam Elliott looked more of the part. Sam Elliott really looked like Ross. You go back and look at some of General Ross's uh, different art renderings of General Ross. I would definitely say Sam Elliott looked more like him. He definitely looked like him. But to me, I still feel I still can't understand how General Ross has that position and what he did. You know, he created the abomination and he didn't get like deranked or something like that. Eric Bana was pretty good, but I did like Ed Norton too. Uh, that's a good idea for She-Hulk. Yeah, I'm just saying that I like that approach. Uh, Kiki Lang could play Storm. What do you think, Kiki Lang? Is that the actress from? Because American Gods. The one thing I want is I want the X-Men to be seasoned. Some of them, I want them to be older, like, and they're really good. Kiki Lang, she's 27. See, I want somebody older. I want an older Storm. I want somebody in their 30s and up. I don't want them in their 20s. It's time for the X-Men to be seasoned. Like I don't want them being just students anymore, something like that. I want older actors playing the X-Men now. The only one that should be playing by somebody young, kind of like young looking, is kind of Wolverine to give off that mentality of like, okay, this guy is a couple of centuries years old, but he don't look it. I'm still saying it before, Scott Eastwood for Wolverine, for the new Wolverine. That would really take him out of the big shadow of his father. What historical figure do you think should get their own movie or interesting at Broadway musicals, much like Hamlet? Historical figure. I'm looking for two people: the King and the Man. Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, to get a buyout. There you go. Bigfoot made me interested in cryptids. I love cryptozoology. I react to a lot of cryptics and Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, the skunk ape, all those is probably the one cryptic I truly believe exists. Like, I just feel that you can't fake that. It just is weird to be walking around in the woods in a costume, just hoping someone sees you. And then, oh, look, nah. I believe they're real. And then there's always that question of, but if they're real, then how come we haven't caught one of them? I mean, we got all this technology to find anything because they're smart. That's why. And I feel, like other cryptics, I'm a little bit skeptical. Like to me, like for example, Loch Ness monster, Nessie, I don't think it exists because I watch there's a man on Discovery Channel called Jeremy Wade. He used to do river monsters and all that. He went to Loch Ness and he caught the creature that this is a guy who goes and catches real monsters. He lets you know that these things exist. He caught the real thing that what people may be seeing in the loch and why they think there's this certain species of shark that can exist in cold water, those cold waters of the Loch Ness. And it's very dark, it's black, it's jet black. And sometimes they'll come to the surface and it looks serpent-like and things like that. And I'm like, okay, there you go. But a lot of cryptics I don't believe too much, but the Sasquatch I do believe. I'm a big believer. Knowing you like cryptids, did you watch the show Monsters Quest? I did watch Monster Quest. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I watched anything paranormal, like ghost hunters and all that stuff. I'm a big believer in the paranormal. I believe in spirits and ghosts and things like that. They creep me out, but I believe, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When I get to Japan, I will never go into a haunted house in Japan because I'm scared that thing's gonna follow me back home and start living with me. And nope. Yeah, like Ju-on scared the crap out of me. Okay, I'm scared enough of that thing because I don't like that voice, that sound she makes. It creeps me out. I will creep when I'm reacting to scary stuff here in my house and I'm alone and my brother's not here. Creep because things I start hearing things. I'm like, okay, I gotta get up. Go watch my last video. I watched and I was hearing things. I kept getting up. I'm like, yo, what? Stopping. I'm like, what is that? My neighbor next door to me, his door is so adjacent to mine. So when he opens it, it makes this creaky, and I can hear it, and I creep. That's on my all reaction channel. Though it's creeped me out. Uh, let's see. Stevie Wonder would have definitely deserves a buyout. Yeah, I think Stevie does deserve one. Like Ray, Jamie Foxx did a great job as Ray Charles. I think Stevie definitely deserves one. I love Stevie Wonder, love his music. Um, the man is, to me, the man is a genius, musical genius. Um, and he definitely deserves one. Buyout movies are tough because it also comes down to consent from the people, to do one. And I think with Stevie, and the reason why I think he may feel that maybe this should be done after I'm gone instead of while I'm still here. That's just a theory I have. We see a lot of buyout movies when some people are passed away, but I would love a Stevie Wonder buyout. Who they can get, that's a tough one too. I would say I kind of wouldn't mind Anthony Mackie maybe playing young Stevie. I could see Mackie playing that role. There's something about Anthony Mackie. I could see him playing young Stevie. That would really push him. That would really push Mackie's talent. Because Anthony Mackie is a talented actor as it is, but that would really push him over. Like, yeah. And I think he could do it. Yeah. Anthony Mackie as Stevie Wonder, young Stevie. I think he could. Watching the Justice League show, my only negative is that making Superman too vulnerable. He's supposed to be the Man of Steel, but he feels pain even when he doesn't have kryptonite. Your thoughts? Well, it based him off that. Okay, the DC animated universe Superman that you see is more based off the John Byrne Superman, where he kind of did. He's still invulnerable, but he still can feel it. And I used to question that too in the original animated series. I'm like, wait. Wait, how'd that hurt? Like, there were times like he would struggle with things like, okay, like he's Superman, so he could easily push planes up, but and I'm like, whoa, like, but I didn't mind it too much, when he would get, like when Livewire would shock him, I'm like, wait, that shouldn't hurt him, but it didn't bother me too much, but I can understand what you're talking about. But it was based more off of John Byrne Superman when John Byrne was writing Superman, so it kind of has that feel to it. That's why he kind of feels more like, well, because I remember that one time where that crooked cop was shooting him with the cop the guns on the cop, the helicopter, the plane, and he was I'm like, wait, you're bulletproof, like I should bounce right off you. But there were times that he would show like it didn't hurt, and then sometimes it would show it hurt. But yeah, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Um, I found a comic called Son of Shaolin. Great book. Yeah, I offered to get that for you, Zilla. I have it. No, Ken, I, I bought it for Manos. He enjoyed it. I bought it for a couple other friends. Because I really enjoyed it. It's a good book. I think they got a movie about it coming up. Um, I would love to see Betty return. Yeah, man. Like I want to see Betty, and I just don't want her coming back as Red She-Hulk because that there's a reason for why Betty became Red She-Hulk in the comics was, well, she thought Bruce was dead, and then she thought Bruce was dead, and when she found out Bruce got remarried to Ciara, in Planet Hulk, and she was pissed off about it, and it's just like, we thought you were dead, and it's a weird thing, but I want to see Betty back, and I would like Liv Tyler to come back to play that role. Like I thought I like her, and I like Jennifer Connelly. I thought Jennifer Connelly as Betty Ross was good too. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw Mantle say something about Betty again. Maybe Betty becoming Red She. Oh, okay, yeah. Marvel has announced 2 Hulk films. I heard that, yeah, there was thing that the Hulk story is not over. And we all know Ruffalo is not good at keeping secrets. So, but he kind of hinted at it. Sam Elliott was a better Ross. Yes, and I love Sam. It's just something about Sam Elliott as an actor, just as a person, just his mannerism, just the way he talks, and it's just like he's just so laid back and cool, and like his voice alone is just like I loved him as Carter Slade in the Ghost Rider movie, Crypt Keeper, and all that. I loved him as that. That was perfect. So I love Sam Elliott. He's a good guy. Good guy. Although Sam Elliott is better in everything, right? Like Sam Elliott is just good. He's just a good actor. I like the idea of mixing the age range of the X-Men. I can agree with that too. My thing is, if you're gonna have the original team, then the team that came, I would say the giant size team, the all different, all new, those should be older. Kitty around Kitty Pride, maybe around early 20s. I don't want her as a team. She should be in her early 20s. Anybody else after that, like I know a lot of people don't like Jubilee, and those are teens. And start putting in the real young X-Men that we see, like Surge and Prodigy and Rock Slide, and all those people. I want to see a real Cannonball and his big family, Sam and the Guthrie family, Paige and Husk, and Sam has a lot of his siblings are mutants. Because I'm a big Cannonball fan. I like Sam Guthrie, good old Kentucky boy. Um, let's see, keep going. Thoughts on John DiMaggio portrayal of Joker in Batman Under the Red Hood? I thought it was good. I thought it was good. It was fine. I didn't hate it. Um, he has his own flair of doing the Joker, which is fine. So I didn't hate it. I love Under the Red Hood. It's good. It's one of my favorite DC animated features. So yeah, definitely. In my opinion, William Hurt's General Ross comes off a little bit like General Riker. Yeah. I hope they don't reduce the impact of Peter's identity being revealed in the MCU like, man, it's nothing. In the comics, it always had some serious consequences of his life. Do you agree? Of course I do. Being a huge Spider-Man fan that I am, being my #1 favorite hero, is he kept his identity very close. Only a few heroes in the Marvel Universe knew who he was, and those are the people he could trust with it. Daredevil, Johnny, Wolverine knew, and there was rumors that Professor Xavier knew Peter Parker was, um, but it was close to him when they did that stupid idea. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I don't like Civil War, and I thought that was the dumbest idea for Peter to do that, to reveal himself to the world. I'm Peter Parker. I've been Spider-Man since I was 15 years old. What was he thinking? He wasn't thinking right. He wasn't thinking. And we saw the consequences of that. So yes, there should be consequences. Now he's going to be public enemy because they already believe he murdered somebody. So yeah, either he's going to get caught, or they may. I've already said there are three stories they can do. He can get caught, and this is the perfect way to introduce Daredevil back into the MCU as his lawyer, and Daredevil helps him. But also, he's going to be hunted by. I want Craven. I want Craven in that. Or they can do the identity crisis story where Peter had a bounty on his head, and he went under disguise as three other heroes that would later become the Slingers: Ricochet, Dusk, Prodigy, and Hornet. So yeah. So there should be consequences. Let's move on. I would like to see a Madonna buyout. I wouldn't mind that. Ghost Hunters is the best show. BuzzFeed Unsolved Naturals is good too. I gotta watch that one. The other shows come off as fake to me. Ghost Hunters was good. I enjoyed Ghost Hunters because yeah, they would, those guys, even though they were by day, they were like they had a day job. Like I think they worked for Roto-Rooter, but they had the side job, the Taps. That's what they call. And then they got bigger, Taps International, and they would go all over it. I've seen one of these shows called where it was three black guys, and they were basically like, it comes off like, you know, they were like, how come when they do these ghost hunters, there's no blacks? And then they was like brothers ghost hunter some stuff. And I don't know, it comes off too comedy, so I agree with that, Manos. Um, there's another one. I think there's one on Travel Channel. I've watched a little bit of. It's okay. Um, Ghost Hunters recently returned as Ghost Nation. Oh, really? Okay. If Emily Blunt doesn't get cast as Sue Storm, do you think Christian Bell could play her? I'm going with Emily Blunt because her and her husband would be perfect for. I would rather have a real life couple playing Sue and Reed than. But Christian Bell, I used to always say I would love seeing Christian Bell as an older Dagger. Um, and I said Christian Bell as Dagger, and I remember at the time fan casting uh, Michael B. Jordan as an older Cloak, and people was like, "Hey, that's not bad." I was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of good at that sometimes." But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I want Christian Bell in an MCU movie or something. I would want her. I like Christian Bell. She's cool. She's cool. Veronica Mars. Come on. And she's already in tight with Disney, so it is what it is. It is what it is already. She's already in tight with Disney, and Disney likes to keep their. They love to. They have like a good relationship with the people they work with already. But yeah, I can't wait to. And in terms of the uniforms, the Fantastic Four uniforms, I would love them to go with the classic, the white and blue with the four right here. Keep it kind of classic looking. That'd be great. Um, Again, I think Joan of Arc should be in a musical. Okay, I could go for an Annie Bonny film. She was a pirate with a crazy lifestyle. Yeah, Annie Bonny was a good one. Let's see. Okay, I'm missing questions. I know I was missing. Man, let me tell you, man. He-Man and Master Universe. Have you read it? Good stuff. Yeah, of course. Masters of the Multiverse. I have not read it yet. I'm definitely going to read that. Uh, I would love to see Kerry Washington play as Vixen. What do you think? Uh, I think she is good for in terms of star power because people will know her. But my motto is always go for an unknown. Sometimes the unknowns will surprise you the most. I always feel unknown actors are more appreciative of the roles than big names. That's just me. And I'm not saying that always works, but you can look back and look at some of the people who played superheroes over time. They were unknowns at some point that I didn't like. For example, as much as Hugh Jackman, I didn't know who Hugh Jackman was until I didn't watch any of his musicals when he was on Oklahoma and stuff like that. And he came as Wolverine. I first was like, no, he's too big. And it wasn't until X2 where I really felt there's Wolverine. But he not look, and then he did Wolverine for 17 years. 17 years he did that character. So yeah. But Carrie, she has played a historical comic character. She played Alicia Masters. She was Alicia Masters in Fantastic Four. Um, People ask me about that all the time too, guys. Like, did you mind that they uh, changed Alicia Masters' race, like, or not race, her ethnicity, made her black instead of white? I'm like, not too much because even though Alicia is a very pinnacle character in the Fantastic Four universe, and of course she is related to the Puppet Master, a known Fantastic Four villain. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. Yeah, people forget that. Like, yeah, that was Kerry Washington. I wish Wonder Woman had a series in the DCAU, though I'm not sure if Tim totally understood the character well enough. I wouldn't have mind that either. Um, my issue with DC animated Wonder Woman at times was she felt so foreign to man. Like she felt so foreign. Like when remember the episode where all the men were being taken down, and it was just her and Hawkgirl, and how Hawkgirl was like, yeah, who would want to live in a world where there's no men? And then she just felt so foreign, like they can't be that useful. And I'm like, Diana knows about man's world. She knows their place. She knows that just felt really like I'm like, no, that's not Diana. She's so foreign. I was like, yeah, she's so foreign. Like, and then it wasn't until later then she started to really feel like, okay, now I'm seeing. Now you're starting to get her. Like, I did like the relationship she had with Batman. I did like that, and I would have liked that to go further. There's other things about the DC universe, especially Justice League, which they never brought back up. They never brought up the relationship with Catwoman and Batman. I would have loved to see Catwoman in an episode where she saw Bruce and Diana together and like, well, really, Bruce? Like, like, oh, okay, so you dumped me. I would have loved seeing a love triangle like that, and just one of them put Catwoman in her place because I'm not a big fan of Catwoman. So to see Diana put her in her place, maybe stomp her out. No, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But just like like I would love to see Diana just question, why do you care so much about this woman that hurts you? Like she hurts you. You know, and that's always been my issue with Catwoman. Like, how do you love her, but you let her get away with stuff you would not let any of your other rogues gallery get away with. You're easy to put them in jail, but not her. So that's why I liked in Injustice 2, where Poison Ivy brought that up. Was like, yeah, well, we were getting shocked there over here in Arkham. You didn't have to be here, because of your boy toy. I was like, yes, bring that up. Like, bring that up. I love that. Let's see. Has you traded any Korean webtoons? No, I have not. Is there a version of Damian Wayne that you tolerate? Actually, the Damian that was in the Turtles movie, the Turtle Batman, I tolerated him because he came off more like Tim Drake. I was like, yeah. And don't get me started. I'm not even. Nope, we're not going there. Don't get me started on what DC has done to my boy Tim. Jeff Loeb's era of Hulk was off. Manos, Justin, my friend. Let me keep it 100% real with you. I always try to. I always try to stay by that truth. Loeb's Marvel run is atrocious to me, period. I do not like anything Jeff Loeb wrote for Marvel. His DC run, his DC stuff, yes. His Marvel stuff, no. I can't. When he was writing Wolverine, do you know this dude had the audacity to write that Wolverine was responsible for Weapon X? He funded it. So I'm like, Loeb, what are you smoking? Give me some. Because I want to know what that high is like. Because there's no way I'm going to sit here and believe that Wolverine orchestrated his capture, orchestrated getting his memories taken away. No freaking way am I believe. I cannot stand any. I don't like Ultimatum. That is just disgusting. Like I don't like anything Fat Q and all of them touched. Like why would you do that? Like the Ultimate stuff. There was a lot of stuff I did like, and there's a lot of stuff I did not like. The Ultimates. I hate the Ultimates. I read them, but I hate it. Like that is just sheer disgusting what they did. Like basically saying that Pietro and Wanda incest. Like like him and Millar. Like Millar's always his reasoning of why the Ultimates is because he felt like the Avengers were too friendly. Too friendly. He used to always say that. I'm like, so you want to make we make Wanda and Pietro basically lovers. You got a cannibal Hulk. Like I don't understand that. Like what is and then that and I'll never forget that disgusting scene of Blob eating Wasp. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I was done. I was done with that. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I can't. Nathan says, did you mind the actor that played Bruce Wayne on Titans? Did you know played Lex Luthor? Played Bruce Wayne on Titans. Do you mind the actor that played Lex Luthor on Titans play? Do I mind if the actor who plays Bruce Wayne in Titans play Lex Luthor? Okay. I just can't see him as Bruce. I'm like, no, I don't picture that. No. Do you watch the wildlife TV show Planet Earth? Yes, I have. I watched Netflix about the Central Park Five. It's so heartbreaking what happened to these poor men. Did you hear about them when they got actually? When that happened, that was late 80s. I was like 7, 8 years old. This happened right here in New York, the Central Park. This woman who was white got supposedly raped in Central Park. That is why everybody always says, and this is the 80s. This is 80s New York. 80s in New York was not New York in the 80s was not as safe as it is now. Like the places that like you name a street, like a famous street in New York City back in the 80s, it was way different. So yeah, but they and the fact that that fool who believes he's president put out a bounty on them and all this stuff. You know what? We're not going to get into that. I swallow my don't some get to the hospital. Tiger, who do you think is the strongest horror villain in history? I would say Pennywise. Pumpkinhead, because he's definitely like a god. Like I can go him. Um, Pennywise is up there too. I called it. I enjoyed this. This you enjoy so. Thank you. Um, we're gonna get ready to end this right now, guys. Let me get. I'm gonna answer your last questions. All these last questions. We're gonna go rapid fire, but it's 7 p.m. now, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Here we go. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Okay. Daredevil could defend Peter while She-Hulk prosecutes. Okay, that's interesting too. Okay, Agent, do you find Shayna Baszler attractive in her own way? Yes. No problem. She's got a cute face. Um, Travel Channel has more ghosts than Shutter. Cool. I'll check that. What is your opinion on Bernie Mac? Love him. Tara, what about Sterling K. Brown and Steve Wonder? I'll take that too. Tara, these are also they should do a BG buyout. I'll do that too. Zero. Do you think the movie, a movie about the real life drama between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, would be a good idea? No, because I've seen that story enough. Don't need no more. Timothy Chalamet would be a great Johnny Storm or Harry Osborn. What do you think? I need to look more into him. Terrell, what did you think? Who would you like to see a JFK buyout? Okay. I enjoyed the 2014 movie. What about you? The TMNT, the live action, or are we talking about that animated? Because the animated, yes, the live action, get out of here. Okay, Rima, the new Netflix Shira feels like Wonder Woman series we never got. I'll take that too. Really hope they bring Batman compassion for people in the upcoming movies. Do you agree? I hope so too. Who would win, uh, Black Panther or Wolverine? Eventually, I'm gonna go Wolverine, but Panther would give him a good fight. Uh, I like I did like Jeff Loeb's series on Spider-Man, Captain America. Yes, those were good. I will say those. Blue and all that stuff. Yes. Caroline, which monarch in history would you like to have a conversation to? Well, King Arthur, if he's really real. Um, did you like Planet Earth? Yes, I did. I did. Um, Trump snorts cockroaches. I like that. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna end this right now. Thank you. I'll be back next month again for 2 new open mic Q&As. Come through again. I really appreciate it, as always. Your alpha loves you all. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy Turkey Day, Thanksgiving. Have a good, safe Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much if you celebrate it. And more importantly, as always, peace and love. Stay tuned. Keep it real, guys. I'll catch you guys on the flip flop as always.